the one that I think most illustrates the subtle ways in which the media infects the way we think, is this one. Because so many people who would ordinarily know much better and have quite a clear line on things are absolutely persuaded that Harry and Meghan are the wrong uns, and that the royal family as it is, or Kate and William, or even Andrew Windsor, that they're the good guys. It's extraordinary, and it hasn't happened by accident. It is the best example, with the possible exception of Brexit, it is the best example of media gaslighting that I have witnessed in my life. And speaking of Brexit, find me someone that hates Harry and Meghan, but can't really tell you why, except something, loyalty, something, and I'll find you someone that voted for Brexit. In almost every case, but perhaps not every. 20 to 12 is the time. So you explain to me how the man mired in really mired for years now in lurid sex abuse allegations, vehemently denied, but whenever you are reminded of the vehement denial, you must also be reminded of the millions of pounds paid to one of his accusers in order to make one legal case go away. Gets an absolute gets a comparatively easy ride from the UK media, even in the last year, even post-disgrace, even post-payment, when he's sort of slowly crept back into the royal entourage at Sandringham on Christmas Day, or he's slowly crept back into the sort of public space. Was he allowed to wear a uniform? And Harry wasn't at one event. I could have misremembered that, or maybe they changed their mind at the last minute. But the idea that he gets an easier ride than his nephew, who has done nothing wrong, is extraordinary. And I'd like you to explain it to a mythical listener who's been asleep for 10 years, and even close to the one that Jason was sharing earlier. Here's the same newspaper, right? Both of these stories come from the Mail. And one is about Kate Middleton and one is about Meghan Markle, to use their maiden names. Not long to go, pregnant Kate tenderly cradles her baby bump while wrapping up her royal duties ahead of maternity leave, and William confirms she's due any minute now. So that's the Mail talking about Kate Middleton's baby bump during her pregnancy. Why can't Meghan Markle keep her hands off her bump? Experts tackle the question that has got the nation talking. Is it pride, vanity, acting, or a new age bonding technique? So there are two women doing exactly the same thing. They are cradling their baby bump. Okay? Two pregnant women in the royal family two pregnant women, both married to princes, doing exactly the same thing in exactly the same newspaper. One of them is tenderly cradling her baby bump, and one of them is posing the question that has got the nation talking. Is it pride, vanity, acting, or a new age bonding technique? And that's why the arguments, well, they shouldn't give so many interviews, or we shouldn't write books, or they shouldn't sign deals with Netflix, is so, forgive me, pathetic. They were doing that in 2019 in Meghan's case, and 9 months previously in Kate's. The same story. Two women from the same family doing the same thing, being reported in the same newspaper. And I wish I had some sort of ask the audience type device sometimes, like they have on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, because, you can't hear me say that and cling to the view that you had before. If you were thinking, oh, no, she's a wrong and no, it's rubbish, it's not media manipulation, it's all their own fault. No one's gaslit me. I'll arrive at my own conclusions. Thank you very much. You can't do that. You can't hear me. And that's only one example. I've got 5 more, 10 more, 20 more. But that is so direct, that comparison, that it beggars belief. Two women, both married to princes, in the same family, doing the same thing, reported in the same newspaper. One of them, pregnant Kate tenderly cradles her baby bump while wrapping up her royal duties ahead of maternity leave. The other one, why can't Meghan Markle keep her hands off her bump? Experts tackle the question that has got the nation talking. Is it pride, vanity, acting, or a new age bonding technique? Love to the family.
Hello and welcome to Harry and Meghan TV. Today we dive into one of the most pressing questions of our time. Why are Prince Harry and Meghan Markle treated so differently compared to other members of the royal family? The media's portrayal of their journey, filled with unprecedented scrutiny, offers a striking example of bias and manipulation. The media holds immense power. It shapes our perceptions of the world, including our views on public figures. This is especially true for the British royal family. Their lives are constantly scrutinised, analysed and broadcasted to a global audience. Every move is a headline, every outfit is debated. The line between personal life and public image blurs. Within this media-saturated landscape, the experiences of Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton offer a stark contrast. Both women married into the royal family. Both became global icons. Yet the media treated them very differently. Why? The answer lies in the complex interplay of race, tradition and unconscious bias that permeates society. The media, often unknowingly, reflects and amplifies these biases. This creates a distorted mirror, reflecting back a skewed image of reality. Understanding this dynamic is crucial to deciphering the vastly different narratives surrounding Meghan and Kate. Their stories expose the media's power to shape, mould and sometimes unfairly judge. The media's unequal treatment of Meghan and Kate manifested in various ways. Take their pregnancies, for instance. When Kate was expecting, she was lauded as a radiant picture of motherhood. Articles praised her maternal glow. They celebrated her every outfit. The tone shifted dramatically when Meghan announced her pregnancy. Suddenly, the same actions were met with criticism. Holding her baby bump was deemed attention-seeking. Her maternity wardrobe choices were labelled inappropriate or too expensive. This double standard extended beyond pregnancies. Meghan's love of avocados was criticised as fueling drought and environmental damage. Kate's preference for the same fruit, simply a healthy choice. Meghan's family background was dissected and criticised. Kate's family, despite facing their own controversies, was largely spared from such intense scrutiny. These examples highlight a troubling pattern. Meghan, a biracial American woman, was held to a different standard than Kate, a white British woman. This disparity reveals the deep-seated biases that persist within society and, by extension, the media. The contrasting treatment of Meghan Markle and Prince Andrew further exposes the media's double standard. Andrew, embroiled in scandal and facing serious allegations, received comparatively less scrutiny and criticism. Despite the gravity of the accusations against him, the media coverage often downplayed his actions. Some outlets even attempted to deflect blame or minimize his involvement. This stands in stark contrast to the relentless negative attention Meghan faced, often for trivial matters. This disparity underscores the power dynamics at play. Prince Andrew, a white man born into the royal family, seemingly benefits from a level of protection and leniency that Meghan, a biracial woman who married into the family, does not. The media's approach to these two figures exposes a clear hierarchy of privilege and a stark lack of consistency in their reporting. The stories of Meghan and Kate offer a valuable lesson. We must approach media narratives with a critical eye. We must question the stories we are told, recognizing that unconscious biases can shape the information we consume. Challenge the headlines, look beyond the surface, consider the source and its potential motivations. Ask yourself, is this a fair and balanced portrayal? Or is it influenced by prejudice and outdated assumptions? We have a responsibility to demand better from our media. Let's advocate for truthful, fair and inclusive representation. Let's celebrate progress while acknowledging that there is still work to be done. By remaining vigilant and challenging biases, we can help create a more just and equitable media landscape for all. Thank you for joining us here at Harry and Meghan TV. Your continued support allows us to spotlight these crucial conversations. Let's keep pushing for a world where fairness and truth prevail.